a puke and crying very hard, Cobelt, a Canadian actress, said in the complaint to the health department, adding that Porter began showing her the video images without warning. All right, that's another claim. And as you know, they branded the women in this DOS cult and subcult of NXIVM, which Allison Mack was involved in. 10 minutes already. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll move on now to how Hillary Clinton connects to this. As I've said, 1 degree of separation in a lot of cases with Hillary Clinton. And NXIVM is so significant because, as you will see as we go along, it sort of shows you how very wealthy people and politicians get entangled by blackmail, or they're into people are into them for so much money that they feel indebted. And all the while that NXIVM is doing this, they are demoralizing people. They're running experiments on them. They're asking them to starve themselves. They're asking them, and here's the key part, for collateral. NXIVM at some point will ask the people that join to give them incriminating photos of themselves, write out confessions to things they'd never want anyone else to know, and hand these things over to the cult. So it's like a giant blackmail organization, blackmail ring, and a pyramid scheme, because the members are supposed to recruit new members all the time, bring them into the cult. And it targets the very wealthiest, most connected people, starting with a lot of people around Hillary Clinton. So this first thing, you can see Kefritz and Salzman families. Remember her? There's Pam Kefritz. Well, her parents are William and Buffy Kefritz, who are very, very, very wealthy and have many foundations. Here they are here with Hillary Clinton. I don't know if I have a date on this. 2016. So very recently, they're all hanging out together. And here's an article from 2007. It says 3 of the March and April Clinton pledges came from Ranieri's most high-profile followers, including Pamela Kefritz, daughter of DC A-listers Buffy and Bill Kefritz. Oh yes, and the Kefritz family also has ties to the Transformer Gallery, which is a gallery owned by James Alefantis. James Alefantis is the guy in that scandal that everybody says is complete malarkey. So yeah, the Kefritz family are involved with the same things that Hillary Clinton is involved with, and they're donors to her campaign, and it links back to NXIVM. The next connection here, Chelsea Clinton and Brian Elliott. This is Brian Elliott. He is listed in the top 150 plus remaining high rank of NXIVM. There he is, Brian Elliott, lives in New York. This is Brian Elliott, and there he is with Chelsea Clinton, same party, at the Friend Factor launch. This article from 2011. Elliott says he first met Clinton a year ago when a mutual friend suggested she become involved in the organization. That's obviously connects you right back to Hillary. I mean, that's her daughter, Chelsea. NXIVM, 1 degree of separation away from Hillary. Also, here's where the cult is located. Here is where, this is called Hudson, I think, New York. Marina Abramovich's she bought a bunch of buildings, and she was going to make this big compound in this town in New York. Notice it's 40 minutes away from NXIVM. And shortly after the NXIVM busts and arrests and indictments started rolling in, this project of hers got put on hold, as far as I know. Last I heard, it was put on hold. So very interesting. And then Chelsea Clinton here, this is where she got married, probably half an hour south of Hudson. That's pretty weak, but it does make you know that they're all kind of gathering in one area. What's the next connection? This one, it's a boring one because you probably won't know many of the people. Steve Pigeon, he's a hill raiser, which means he raised over $1 million for Hillary Clinton, and got a guy to donate a huge amount of money, a billionaire, to the Clinton Foundation. Here's the people. Okay, at this time in this district of New York, there was a coup going on, but the coup was going on in the Republican Party. The two opposing sides, so to speak. They had Roger Stone, who was anti-Hillary, and we had Steve Pigeon, who was pro-Hillary. It just so happens that they were both involved in NXIVM. Both of these guys worked for NXIVM. Now, according to the guy who's one of the foremost experts out there on NXIVM, this guy who writes the Frank Report, he says that Roger Stone had a role in taking NXIVM down, and he was never in the cult. He just worked for them. And Steve Pigeon, we don't know if he was in the cult either, but he also worked for them. And he got himself into, as you can see here, former NXIVM consultant Pigeon indicted by disgraced Attorney General Schneiderman. And people want to know, is there a connection between NXIVM and Schneiderman's vindictive prosecution of this guy called Pigeon? I know it's very confusing. But the point here is Steve Pigeon was hugely involved with Hillary Clinton and her campaign. But this has to do with the way NXIVM conducts their other underhanded business, which is to start lawsuits against people and start vexatious investigations into their finances and stuff. And who comes up as having been one of the people that NXIVM tried to compromise or did compromise? 6 federal judges and Senator Schumer. So this is an article from 2015. Are you starting to get the picture of the fact that in New York, at least, which is where NXIVM operates, the people involved in that are very wealthy, and they're seeking to control and get leverage over lawmakers and politicians. And it has just snowballed since it began 15 or 20 years ago.